ZeroClaw is maybe the most interesting fork of OpenClaw. And what is so interesting about it? Well, namely, it's built in Rust. It's very undemanding, which makes it perfect solution if you want to run it on Raspberry Pi, for example. And check this out. This is comparison between OpenClaw, Nanobot, PicoClaw and ZeroClaw. You can see that in regards of RAM consumption, it's much better solution than previous three, and binary has only 3,4 megabytes. Startup time is less than 10 milliseconds, which is perfect solution for embedded devices. Now you can install it in multiple ways. With Docker you can build it yourself, and I'm going to show you the easiest method of all. Single line installer. So copy this command and open your terminal, paste it in here and wait until it's done. Alright, after installation is done, we are ready to use it. I'm just going to clear my screen. And if you are on Linux, you would probably have to export this path, because by default cargo bin it's not in your system path. I'm just going to execute this line so we could run ZeroClaw. Now in order to set everything up, I'm going to run ZeroClaw onboard interactive, and now we are going to set up everything. Okay, I'm going to use default workspace. I'm going to use a local Ollama model, of course Ollama. Yes, my connection is going to be remote because Ollama is on another machine on my local network. I'm going to provide endpoint, so HTTP 192. IP address of machine when I'm running Ollama, it's 192.168.0.39, it's not 38, it's 39, sorry. And 11434, it's default port for Ollama. Now I'm not using any API because it's on my local network. I'm going to fetch later models, but I'm going to set custom model. And I'm going to use Qwen3 8 billion parameters. You can use actually any model that you like. I want to set Telegram bot. Now I have to provide bot token. So if you want to create a bot in Telegram, of course you need Telegram app, then go in search bar and look for bot father. When you select bot father, you are going to provide command /new bot. Basically the only thing that you have to do is to give it a name and you are going to have your bot. With it you are going to get that bot token. And I already have it. I'm going to select this textual file. I'm going to copy this content and I'm going to provide it to it. Connected as a KST YouTube bot. Now I have to provide Telegram identity, and this is my Telegram identity. In order to find your own Telegram identity, of course in search bar look for user info, and there you are going to get your Telegram identity. Okay, finish setup. No, I'm not using any tunneling. I'm going to manage my own API keys. I don't want to use encryption because everything is on my local network. And now if you are using some embedded device like Raspberry Pi, you probably want to use your input-output pins. If you want something like that, select one of these three options, and I'm using it actually on my laptop, so I'm going to use software only. In this part you are going to select your persistent memory, and you can use it with SQLite, with Lucid Memory Bridge or with Markdown files. This could be handy, but for this example I'm not going to use any of these. I want my agent to address me as KST. I'm going to set my time zone in Central European time +1. Name of my agent, let's be Jimmy. And now behavior of your agent. This depends on your needs. I'm going to go with balanced, and we are done. Now if you want to communicate with your agent through command line, use command ZeroClaw agent, and let's try something. Wonderful, it works. Now let's try with Telegram. In order to start Telegram communication, use ZeroClaw channel start. Alright, now I'm in my Telegram bot and I'm going to click on start. Awesome. And as you can see, it works perfectly. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you learned something new and interesting. So please like, subscribe. See ya!